Hello everybody, it's Lazel here with another video. This time we are playing Darkest Dungeon. It is a game that I was interested in for a very long time and now I got it, so I want to start, or I will continue with my current campaign. And it is also a game just like Tainted Grail, which we've played several times already. And you kind of like, you recruit your heroes, you go with them on certain quests, you try to get better gear and so on and so on. Train your heroes, but the downside is, or let's not call it downside, it's the thing that if your hero dies, he's permanently dead. So it is a repeatable process, so you will be losing your heroes over and over again. It just happened to me that I lost one of my highest level heroes and that was very sad. But overall, I think we better just get right into it, and so I can show you the game better. So this is our estate, where we have different buildings which we can upgrade and then work with our heroes and just improve them, improve our overall situation, where we can work on their skills and we can just keep upgrading our heroes to make them better, make them stronger, and so on and so on. With hopefully the final intention is to at some point get to the Darkest Dungeon and get some very, very strong items, which will then help us to repeat this process over and over again and just become a very strong estate with a lot of strong heroes. I am currently in a situation that I don't feel like going with my high quality heroes, especially because here in this map in the ruins I can find this one very interesting item. It's the Blasphemous Vial, which is just a very strong item for a certain class in the game, so I will try to get this one. It is from the duration, it is a medium long dungeon and it is made for level 1 characters. So if your characters are too high, for example here my Meverell is at level 5, she will not enter this dungeon with me. So it's not like you can say, okay, I have this level 5 hero and I will repeatedly go into level 1 dungeons and just grind up my heroes. That just doesn't work. So we need to arrange a composition of heroes that are just made for this dungeon and also for this level. So we will sort our heroes by their level. And I think we can take up to level 2 characters with us. Okay, so I will take the Kulai, the hero's called like that, is an adventurer Vestal that is specialized in healing the group. So then in addition to that, we will... So you also have to think about your composition, like if you have a tank that is like very resistant and can soak up a lot of damage, you need a damage dealer, you need healers, and so on and so on. So one of my favorite classes, the Abomination, is a class that I will take with me and I will show to you guys why later. So then I also like the Grave Robber. It's also an interesting class, and now we need somebody that can soak up some damage. I think level 3 is already too high, yes. But so we can take our Bounty Hunter here. And when you open the sheets of your adventurers, you can check their skills, their quirks, and so on and so on. So there's a certain depth in this game, and it is very interesting to me because you have to work with these downside effects and with these upside effects. You have to cure them and so on and so on. And also, yeah, we also have diseases and stuff like that. So interesting, and overall you need to work around it and just, as I said, keep developing your estate. All right, so from the positioning, I think if we are interested in taking the Abomination, some of the skills are just able to be used in certain positions. So yeah, it ain't that easy at the moment, but from the positioning, this one looks good. We won't be able to use the Caltrops, but yeah, we should be good. So after that, we unequip all of our gear that we have for our classes, and then we just give all of our adventurers some gear parts. And with that, we will improve all of their stats. All right. So we have damage dealing classes. We have the Abomination that will kind of like be our secondary tank, so might also be interested in just working around, increasing the speed. This one already has a lot of negative quirks, so maybe I will have to send him to the asylum to cure it. And now we have to take our provision. Because this is a medium long ruin, we also have a firewood, so we can set up a camp at some point. Because we have quite a bit of money, I will take a lot of stuff with me, and as I just said, it's a medium duration dungeon, so a lot of resources are needed, but I also need to make some profit, so yeah, we will try to work with this, and hopefully we can rush to the final destination that we need to find in the dungeon. So, aside from your heroes having health, you need to work around the stress level of your heroes. If the stress gets too high on your heroes, they will turn insane, or they will prove them as strong adventurers and will be resistant to the negative down effects of getting a too high stress level. So, and now I would say we get right into it. So this is our formation. We can adjust it during the time while we are moving around. So, and we were lucky to be scouting a bit. There are sometimes traps on the side, so we try to disarm it. You always have a percentage chance to disarm stuff. So, and we were lucky here. We can take these items on the way, but they can have positive effects, they can have neutral effects, and they can have downside effects. So, and especially in the medium run, I wanna like wait and take it a bit slower. So we have to kill the Zonoros Prophet, so we will try to really rush towards that boss and try to find him, because it is a medium long dungeon and it is very risky already. And here we got ambushed by some opponents, and now we have to work our way through them. So you have your speed order. Speed is what tells you who starts first and who follows up. So, and now because we have a very fast hero, we start our turn, and when you select the ability that you want to use, you can see who you can target with that. You can see also the dots in the skill description, and then you know, okay, I can work on these 3 spiders here, spitters, and I could use the lunge skill, and with that also you have certain modifiers. For example, here you have the forward steps. You would move your character 2 steps ahead and just get in front of the bounty hunter, and so on and so on. For the start, we will go with a backline attack. Here we just dealt 5 damage. Now we have our healer, and so far nobody of us took damage so far, so we will just try to stun one of the spiders, which we just did. We now have the turn of our Abomination. Because of the positioning, we can do the Beast's Bile and just spit on our opponents. They just got blinded, so you can see all of the negative and positive effects just between their health bar and between their appearance. And now we just try to take them out. This one sadly dodged our attack. And when it's the opponent's turn, you always see what they are going to do to which of your heroes. And here we just got all of the different downside effects. Okay, they are very interested in attacking my Abomination, but that's also because it got marked, so enemies are interested in attacking it. We just killed our first opponent, that's good. Alright, so now we can use our healer and just heal our Abomination. Our opponents are taking their blight damage, so I don't think we have to take care of these 2 anymore, so our bounty hunter can attack the one in the front row. This one sadly dodged, but we will try to, or immediately take it out. Alright, so passing is not a good idea with your heroes because it increases the stress level. The stress level is the white bar below them. So far only our healer, our Vestal, has a high stress level, but it's still manageable. So we get right into the next combat, and here I guess you can also see the percentage chances, and yeah, that was a critical hit. That's great. And if you perform these very powerful attacks and you are lucky, for example, with a critical hit, you can see that the stress of your heroes reduces, because yeah, it is something that really motivates your whole group and helps them out to handle all of the stress. Here our Abomination just got pushed backwards, and we are already at a very low life total with our Abomination, so we need to watch out with that. This is a very cool skill because it pulls our opponent forwards. Sadly, our opponent dodged it. And now we keep healing. Alright, so here we have a very cool back move, but we really need to finish off our opponent's damage dealer. Now we can start healing our Abomination again. And yeah, I guess the chances are similar, so this one sadly resisted the stun, but we also dodged. Didn't dodge that. Okay, so now our hero is at death's door, so we need to heal him very fast so he doesn't die to another attack and gets a death blow. This is like our second fight, so nice. This thrown dagger really did some work there. And we also got a critical hit, very helpful. And now we can work on this guy. The Bounty Hunter really deals a lot of damage, just as the Grave Robber. Now we are back to our usual position. And here we can try to stun him. We got him stunned. And we can heal one of our units again. So sometimes when we are in this position, I try to use my stun effects and just win several turns with our heroes to heal them up again. I also like to play with several healers. Usually when you have the ability unlocked that our healer, our Vestal, can go for a group heal, and yeah, just very helpful overall. As I just said, I won't be taking these items on the way because it can be too stressful for our heroes to open certain things. So, but I hope that we still find one of the torches in here, because they are always a safe option. Okay, the group of next enemies just arrived and they surprised us, so our formation got mixed up. So we will use this backwards feint, and by that we also improved the stats of our hero, plus 80% damage and so on and so on. So we are looking forward to do a very strong attack with him and hopefully take one of our opponents out. We will try to pull this guy towards us, and it just worked. He also got marked, and that should deal, if it would have hit, should have dealt the final blow. But now we are already in a very risky spot because our healer is at death's door. So we need to move forward with our Abomination and try to switch places here. And we will try to take one of these guys out with our thrown daggers, and it just worked great. Another buff applied to us, so sadly we took a critical hit here. And you can see that the stress level of our heroes just keeps increasing. And there our opponent dodged, so we will try to... the chances are lower, but we will try to stun him. Sadly, he dodged. Should have learned the group heal with our healer first before we went out here. But especially with lower level heroes, you don't immediately want to go and invest a lot into them. They might just die in the first run. But yeah, it's always a thing of how much money you currently have available and can invest into your heroes. And so here he dodged again. We applied this blight buff, but won't take out any of our opponents in the next turn. Okay, we can go for thrown daggers again, take this guy out, awesome. So I hope that one of our scouts will pretty closely tell us where the final boss is so we can move towards him and not just run through this dungeon and try to find him. Okay, so our healer is at death's door closely, just with 1 HP. So the next heal will definitely go to him. But we just took our opponent out. So let's see. And we could go for a campfire here. And I think, yeah, let's do it. Just for the... So there are always two phases when you're camping. You can decide how much food you want to eat, and depending on how much you eat, you increase the health of your heroes and you decrease the stress level. So eating something is very helpful. And then every of your adventurers has certain skills that they can use. We have 12 time phases that we can use, and we can just check the stats or the buffs that our heroes can apply. So what is important is that you try to prevent nighttime ambushes because they are often very powerful. You fight with an empty torch, and so your opponents are just stronger. So we will go for the sanctuary here. And so we just prevented our nighttime ambush. We still have 8 time resources left. What we can do is tracking. That sounds interesting. And what we can do, we could produce a random supply item. Scouting chance. I think scouting chance is very important here, so we just find our final room very fast. And here we can reduce, but we only can do it on companions, and so far our healer is the only one that has like high stress level. This is very powerful. We can, okay, this is helpful because we just increase his speed. And so far we have nothing left. Okay, we could still produce an item, so we will do that. And we got a bandage. Helpful. Okay, and now we rest. And we are lucky enough that we prevented all of the nighttime ambushes. So, and yes, sadly no scout here. Hopefully we can get one in the next room. So also the ways towards the... here is one. So you can check all of these items on the way and you can take the items. So, but as I just said, it can also have negative effects. We will, just enter the next room. Always make sure that you consume torches from time to time to have a radiant light, so you have the advantage of not getting surprised by monsters. Here we luckily scout our close area and haven't found our final boss so far, so it's either in one of these rooms or up here was maybe also a room. And here we have another trap. We just disarmed it, great. That also reduces the stress of your heroes. So far I'm still not collecting the items, but some negative quirks of your heroes can kind of like trigger them to just plunder these items on the way. Scouting again. Nice, there's the boss room. Alright, so we know where to go, and luckily we will find the final boss very fast. And now we can also start looting, because maybe I will immediately leave this dungeon afterwards. Sadly here we weren't able to disarm and our abomination just got hit. And sadly happened, but what can you do? Alright, so let's move to the boss room. Luckily, some positive effects again, that's good. Yeah, we sadly have no food left, so we have to take some damage here. That's what I just said about managing your resources before you move out. And here we have our final boss that we need to fight. Okay. So we will try to poison him. We have a very high chance. And we also applied our blight effect. And here comes the interesting stuff. When it comes to the abomination, it can turn into a werewolf, but the transformation increases the stress level of your allies. So yeah, not that cool. So our opponent has the big advantage that it has these blocks here, these pews apparently. And yeah, we need to work our way towards this guy, this prophet, and just hope that until we get there, he hasn't dealt with all of our units so far. We can try to move him, but yeah, he just resisted. So now we can heal up again a bit. Helpful because we really need to protect our healer. Okay, that is a lot of damage. Everybody's at 1 life. Luckily, we have all of these, or the poison darts from our grave robber, but I don't think it will be enough to, or at least it will take a lot of time, and our stress level is close to getting to a very high level. So what we can do here is we can mark him, but he just dodged it, and this might be the end. Oh, lucky. And he got a second attack, so okay. Could be worse. Could be worse. Our abomination is trying to get all of these barricades out of the way. Here he dodged again. It's very bad. And for now, heal our abomination. And due to the fact that we just marked him, we will try to pull him closer again. But he just keeps resisting, so I'm pretty sure we cannot move him up front. So we really need to work down all of these pews here. Okay, now our abomination is at death's door. And in addition to that, our opponent is also very fast and alright. Yeah, but we are almost done with the first few blockades that are in the way. Oh, damn. Yeah, this is a pretty tough battle. But now he has to move up, and now we have more actions with all of our heroes. So far I will keep going with the poison darts to just keep applying these random dots on him. Wow, it survived with 1 HP. Still at death's door, okay. And now, due to the high stress of some of our heroes, they will get these negative effects. So we need to move them away from death's door. Yeah, I really should have unlocked the party heal before entering this dungeon. Luckily, our opponent doesn't apply any bleed effects and stuff like that, so it is not that risky to be at death's door. And here we can heal again. I think our grave robber is very important in the current scenario. So, and due to the fact that he also stunned, oh, that is not good. Okay. And you can also have like these positive effects that reduce the stress level again. So we're not doing too bad right now, and we just removed the second one of the blockades, so all of our heroes are now in a way better position to attack him. But yeah, also a lot of our heroes are at death's door. So, okay. And we can deal a lot of damage here, and we increase the accuracy of our hero. 10 damage here. Still the... Oh. I just talked about blight effects that deal constant damage. So I think what I need to do here is just go for my strongest attack and keep going after this guy. I could turn back into my human form and start healing with my abomination, but I don't think it really helps out right now. Just going for the maximum damage output might be the thing to go. And there's the death blow on our abomination, so this hero is now permanently dead. Still a death storm. Can go for the thrown dagger again. These are like really frustrating moments when they then still dodge it and just make it happen. There we have some blight resist, that's helpful. But due to the new positioning, we cannot heal at the moment, so we have to decide here if we want to go for full damage output or if we just want to place us better to in the next turn go for a heal. And I guess going for a heal is like the thing to go. Here we can also increase the speed, but he dodged it again. Still a death storm. Lucky there. Second attack. Alright, so go for thrown dagger again, but we will try to poison him. We were also able to do so. So here we can get one of our heroes back away from death's door again, but might be possible. Yeah, that is good, that is good. So we just tried to mark him, we will try to do it again, and we just made it. That's awesome. If our hero is now able to attack again, we might have some... Still at death's door, everybody's at death's door, except for our grave robber. Yeah, we really have a high stress level on our heroes, but that is a critical hit. Awesome, just what we needed. Okay. Another blight effect. Death blow. This is really a close one. Alright, so I guess now it's just full damage, I guess. There he dodged. Wow. 2 at death's door. Another attack. Let's hope for the best, I guess. Death blow. There's still another blight effect on him, so he just took 2. And eye on eye. We are still alive, but we are stunned. Stun resist. Wow, he's just going crazy with his speed right now. Let's hope for the best. Nice, we made it. But still, 3 of our heroes died in this expedition, and we still have to loot all of the items that our heroes lost. So it won't be that much of a profitable run, because yeah, as I just said, we have to pick up all of the items. But still, those are very valuable pews, so can remove stuff here, and yeah, let's return to our helmet. But we got this very rare and very strong item for the Plague Doctor class, so just great here. Still made it to collect a lot of treasure, so very good. Our healer also got up to level 3. And the how is it called, the group heal buff would have, or is something that I will definitely unlock on him. We can quickly do that. So just great. And where is it? There it is. Here's the heal party mechanic. That is something that would definitely help out in the scenario that we were just in. And I just upgraded those skills for a few bucks. So this is what you want to build around. You want to go into your estate and just keep improving those buildings to upgrade your heroes just faster and faster, to be able to go into higher dungeons and just grind for better gear. So yeah, now we can unequip all trinkets again, sort them by classes, and here we have this very rare item that is made for a special class in here. I wonder if I currently have one. No, I don't. Maybe I can recruit a new hero here. No, but sadly, no Plague Doctor within here. So I need to have an eye on that, because we also just lost 3 heroes in this dungeon. So we are down to 14 heroes that we currently have. And yeah, so this is actually the first dungeon that I wanted to do with you guys in the game Darkest Dungeon. I think this game is very fun. It can be very grindy, and just upgrading your buildings and just keep betting and getting better and better is something that is very fun to me. So yeah, let me know down in the comments how you like this video, and then I would say see you in the next one. Goodbye, guys.